And welcome back to Comic Frontline, everybody. Brant Fowler, aka the Gonzogoose, back with you for another review. This is a huge issue. This is G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, number 200. Got my Cobra shirt on, ready for this. This is an epic issue. This series continues the Marvel run that started back in the 80s and ran all the way up to issue 155. Disappeared for a while. Devil's Due picked up 7 years later and did this whole story. But this series picked up with issue 155 and a half, straight from the Marvel continuity, and brought it all the way up to 200. And this was a culmination of a story that has been going on where Cobra infiltrated the G.I. Joe base called the Pit, which is their underground base that's in a desert. And Cobra had infiltrated it, and the Joes were trying to get the upper hand once again. And this issue saw the end of that particular conflict. So, unlike the 100th issue, which saw Cobra Commander's return and saw this new regime started, issue 200 was an ending to this, I guess, era, if you want to call it. And looking ahead at solicitations, issue 201 kind of starts a new era in G.I. Joe. They have to find a new base of operations, obviously, and everything going forward is going to be different, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens from that point forward. But up to this point, Cobra has gotten the upper hand. They had taken out all the forces. They were chasing one team of Joes in the jungle and had them on the run. They have these blue ninjas, which are like these cyborg ninjas, kind of a ninja slash bat slash I don't know what. But and so they've got all these new toys, basically. Cobra Commander's taken charge like never before. And but in this issue, they've cleared out all the Cobras. At the very beginning of the issue, they've got them all out of the base, and now they are going on the attack. All the Cobra troops that are in the area have this big battalion, and they are heading out of the desert. And the Joes learn that they have this secret base inside their secret base, and that it has all these military vehicles and everything. So they go on the attack, and there's this big battle and everything. And that's kind of where things end. They learned that Joe Colton, the original Joe, and Jane, the original female Joe, so G.I. Joe and G.I. Jane, are in there, and it's like this super top secret part of it, and that kind of opens up the story for going forward. Larry Hama is a fantastic writer. He is the G.I. Joe writer as far as I'm concerned. Nobody does it like he does. So anytime he writes a G.I. Joe story, it's fantastic to me. I don't think the man can do any wrong with G.I. Joe. The art at times felt a little stiff. It's S.L. Gallant is the artist. It felt a little bit stiff, like especially there was one scene when the Cobra troops were loading their fallen comrades in a carrier, and they were like all on stretchers or whatever, and it felt very stiff, like they were just, I don't know, they just didn't look lifelike at all, laying there. They just kind of looked like they were tossed in, very two-dimensional. And I know comic art is two-dimensional, but it didn't do it for me quite what I wanted. And the issue overall didn't quite blow me away like I expected it to, being a big 200th issue. But like I said, it was more of an ending rather than a beginning, which was the difference between that and 100. But it was still a solid issue. I'm really looking forward to what comes next, and I'm glad to see the end of this storyline wrapped up in such a big fashion. So still not disappointed with it, just a tad bit underwhelmed is all. So for this issue, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Like I said, still fantastic. Love G.I. Joe, and so there you go. 4 out of 5 for G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, number 200. And that's going to wrap it up for this review. Check out all the other reviews here on Comic Frontline, from comics to TV to movie movies to toys to games, anything you can think of. Check out Media Madness tonight, doing Aliens. Totally forgot what else I was going to say, but don't forget to check out comicrelated.com and comicfrontline.com. Together, both your #1 source for all your comic news, reviews, podcasts, and so much more. Listen to the Zone 4 podcast each and every Friday right here on Comic Frontline. And next week will be our big celebratory 5-year anniversary episode. Frontliners involved, big things going on. This week, a regular episode. And don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about this issue, which is something I keep forgetting to say in these videos. And I guess that's it. So thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.